Hey everybody, this is Maxine Taylor, and it's Oh Dark 100 on July 31st, 2022. I woke up early because I wanted to make sure I got my August forecasts to you before it turned August. Oh my word, it's so much better if you can see. First of all, I have an announcement I'm very excited about. Some of you have already taken advantage of this. If you have not, let me tell you what I'm talking about. I am offering a very special August special. It's up and on my website, Maxine Taylor, even as we speak right now. I say we, I'm a Gemini. There are two of us. Okay. So moving right along, not only am I offering readings at a discounted price, because this is a time when people need readings more than ever before, and when they can afford them less than ever before. All right, so we're talking birth chart, we're talking 6-month forecast, we're talking 12-month forecast, and there is a special option that I have begun because so many of you have asked me about this. Normally, when I do a forecast or a birth chart on somebody, I do it whenever my energy is high. And I prepare by drinking coffee. Yes, I am fully caffeinated when I do your reading for you. And I do it that way because my energy level, depending on the time of day and the situation, can go all the way up or all the way down. Well, what so many of you have asked me for years is if you could be on, if the two of us, I should say, could be on a Zoom session when I'm giving you your reading, just the two of us face to face. And I know that people want me, they want to talk to me, they want my attention. As many of you know, I don't need to be watching you or even talking to you to be able to read your chart, because I'm reading you along with your chart. However, dun, 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 I'm offering a face-to-face, one-on-one, you and me, Zoom video, Zoom meeting. It's still early. Give me a little while for the caffeine to kick in, okay? So this is an option. You are not required to do this. But if you would like a face-to-face reading, it's available. Just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. Okay, now, oh, I almost forgot. My book, my latest book is called Take Back Your Money. And it is not an astrology book. My Take Back Your Life series deals with how, once you've seen your programming in your birth chart, and I went into that in great detail in my book, which is sitting somewhere on this bookshelf. There it is down there below. In my book, Hidden Messages in Your Birth Chart, because that is your programming. And I'm going to be offering a new kind of birth chart reading probably in September. Okay, but many of you have taken the opportunity to have a one-on-one Take Back Your Life session with me, because you can see it in the birth chart, see your programming in the birth chart. But what do you do with it? My Take Back Your Life message, my Take Back Your Life system, my Take Back Your Life method is what I suggest. And so you can plug that into any subject. And so my book which will come out in a couple of weeks. I'll let you know. The book is called Take Back Your Money. I think you will find this extremely healthy and helpful. I say healthy because you're going to be looking at the messages that you got when you were a little kid about money, and you're going to be amazed at how restriction has affected your health, your physical health. Some of you already know this. When you're happy, you're healthy. When you're unhappy, you're sick. And there's an issue. And because everything we do, well, we do, how we do one thing is how we do everything. And money is a huge issue for the entire world right now. So I'm very happy to give you the next step after a birth chart reading. All right. I'll let you know about that when the book is out. I'm proofing it now. I'm very, very excited about it. And I'm going to stop talking about it and now talk about astrology. Well, the sun, of course, in August will start off the month in great, grand, glorious Leo, its own sign. And you know, when the sun is in your sign, you come alive. And Leo says, yes. And when I arrive, that's when the party begins. And you know what? It's true. It's absolutely true. So Leo, even now, as I'm sitting here at O Dark 100 recording this video, Leo is already, of course, the sun, excuse me, is already, of course, in Leo. On the 22nd, it's going to move into cross those T's and dot those I's, Virgo. All right. You want to be aware of that for obvious reasons. Okay. Because it's a totally different energy. Now, it's got, of course, this is so beautifully orchestrated by the divine because we play when the sun is in Leo. We work when the sun is in Virgo. I love it. All right. Venus, the planet of love and beauty and money and happiness, is in nurturing, sensitive, tender Cancer. It is exalted in Cancer. And so this is the time to take care of home and family and any unfinished real estate business. Now, on the 11th, Venus moves into great, grand, glorious Leo. And so we have both the sun and Venus. The sun is the giver of life. Wherever the sun falls in your chart, as it makes its transit around the earth, and of course the sun does not move around the earth, but it appears that way because we put our chart out with us as the center. Makes sense, we're human. So we have the giver of life and love and beauty. Venus is the lesser benefic. Jupiter is the greater benefic. And these are the two good guys of the zodiac. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, Mercury. Now, Mercury is what we think about and talk about. Mercury is in Leo right now. It'll be there till the 4th when it moves into Virgo, which is one of the signs it rules. Mercury rules Gemini and it rules Virgo. And so when Mercury goes into Virgo, we really cross those T's and dot those I's. And then on the 25th of August, Mercury moves into lovely Libra. Libra says the right thing at the right time to the right person. Virgo analyzes and tells you what you did wrong and how to correct it. And Leo says, just let me be the center stage. And if you are wise and you have a party planned, you will let Leo, whether it's the sun or the moon or Mercury, it doesn't matter, or Venus, let them be center stage because they will make your party a success. Now, before we leave Mercury, I want to mention that Mercury moves into the shadow of the retrograde on August 20th. And you know that that is the kind of like Paul Revere saying, the British are coming, the British are coming. Well, this is alert. Mercury's getting ready to go retrograde. And you know that right around the 20th of the month, when Mercury moves into the shadow of the retrograde, it is going to feel like Mercury is already retrograde. That's just what happens during the shadow. But more next month when Mercury actually goes retro. Now, Mars, our final planet. Mars is action, it's energy. Those of you who are astrology students or professional astrologers know that if you're going to be looking at a person's forecast, you follow Mars because that's where the action is. Okay, the moon is change, but Mars is action. It's what you'll fight with and fight for. Mars is in Taurus. Taurus rules money. Mars is fighting for its money right now. Now, you might say, wait a minute, but how does that affect me? It affects the entire world because when Mars is in Taurus, money becomes the issue. And that's what we fight with and fight for. Then on the 20th of the month, Mars moves into Gemini. And you've got passion and action in communication. It's going to be a wild ride. Gemini is able to multitask. You know, the joke is that Gemini can walk and chew gum at the same time. But the whole world will be thinking and communicating and coming up with new ideas with Mars in Gemini. Okay. So let's see now. On August 11th, and that's when Venus moves into Leo. That is when we have our next full moon. And of course, I'm going to go into detail on this when I do your forecast, as soon as I finish up what I've got to share with this first forecast. August 11th, the full moon will be in 19 Aquarius. Find 19 Aquarius in your birth chart. Excuse me. Because this is where things are going to come to a head. Where is 19 Aquarius? Is it in your second house of money? Is it in your 10th house of career? This is where things will come to a head. Super. And of course, I will be having my virtual full moon ceremony just right around August 11th. For those of you who might not know about this, I've been doing a virtual full moon ceremony for well over a year now. And the response has been incredibly gratifying. There is no charge for it. Just go to my YouTube channel. It will be up there. Join me, share it. Please feel free to send it to anybody you know who you feel might get something out of it. All right, so the full moon, August 11th, 19 Aquarius. Yes. 2 weeks later, we have a new moon. And for the 2 days or 3 days prior to the new moon, we will be in what is called the dark of the moon. When you look at the heavens, there's no moon, it's dark. I know, but that's why it's the dark of the moon. Energetically, it is too. It's a time to pull back, retreat, meditate, prepare. That new moon is August 27th, and it's in 4 degrees of Virgo. Now, this is Eastern Daylight Time. All right, so I'm going to give you the times for Eastern Daylight Time, and you convert them, of course, to your time zone, wherever you are on our beautiful planet. The full moon, August 11th, here in Atlanta, 10:37 p.m. The new moon here in Atlanta, August 27th, 4:17 a.m. All righty. Now, there are a couple of challenging days. Am I talking about you personally? No, not necessarily. This is global. And what I've always told my clients is, let's say there's an aspect going on that is just something you want to avoid. It's not one of the greatest aspects. It's the troublemaker, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If that aspect does not affect your birth chart, you don't have to go, oh, chicken little, the sky is falling, because if it's not falling in your chart, don't worry about it. I hope this is making sense to you. Here are some challenging days. First of all, the 1st and 2nd of August. That means tomorrow and the next day. We have a Mars-Uranus conjunction. Mars, war, passion, fighting. Uranus, explosiveness. You might say, well, gosh, which warring nation is going to be affected by this delightful conjunction of Mars and Uranus? Good question. But things are volatile during that time. If Mars and Uranus, because they're in a conjunction with each other, that means they're sitting right on top of each other, sits on something in your own chart, just know you'll be feeling this the 1st and 2nd of August. And I don't believe in squelching aspects. It'll make you sick. Express it in a safe, positive way. Okay, August 11th. Where have we heard August 11th before? Oh, the full moon is August 11th, and Venus enters Leo on August 11th. Well, in addition, the sun is going to be squaring Uranus on August 11th. The sun, the giver of life, is fighting with the rebel Uranus. And there's one more aspect that makes 2 on the 11th. Venus is squaring Uranus. Now, Venus is love and money and all that good stuff. And Venus says, I want to party. I want to bust loose. So we have on August 11th, the full moon, when things come to a head, and a certain amount of explosive in self-indulgence. You might say, what's wrong with that? I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. In fact, I'm very curious as to how this challenge will activate your birth chart. Just let me know, okay? How it, after the fact, of course. Okay, guys, so I'm going to send this along to you. Of course, I'm going to sit here until I record on video all 12 signs. Now, I may break for lunch. I may break for breakfast. So be patient. Your sign will be recorded, I promise. And so join me next month when Mercury goes retrograde, and when, once again, I take a look at your birth chart, the transits to your birth chart. So I'm going to have some more coffee. Won't you join me wherever you are? And till next month, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now, my dear friends.